Hello everyone, welcome to this edition of the Ferrell Phelps Show, where my guest today is Jazz R Boyz. I am so excited to have this group on the show. Let me tell you something. We had already taped our Christmas edition, but I got a call from my assistant who said, you have to get these boys on the show for a Christmas segment. They couldn't make it to our set yesterday, so we scheduled a special time just for them, because they're that bad. So you guys are going to get a chance to hear them in just a moment. These are Jazz R Boyz. Now, normally that's what, 5 of you guys, right?
Yes.
So today 2 people are missing?
Yes.
Did I do my math right?
Yes.
Did I do that right? I did it right?
We're missing
All
a
right.
bass player and a drummer.
Bass player and a drummer. So I have with me Christian Morgan.
Yes.
I have with me Brett Cole. And also Prince Frazier.
Yes.
All right, welcome these guys to the show, y'all. Now, I was kind of curious as to how the group actually formed. That was a summer program that you guys were all a part of, is that right?
Yes.
Okay, Prince, I'm going to let you answer that question for me. So how did everything materialize from that?
Well, we all went to the summer jazz workshop, and all of us except for the bass player went, and he just got into the group because during one of our performances, our original bass player couldn't make it, so we called him in because he was a cold bass player. Okay,
now you say a cold bass player? Cold as in like he's bad and super bad and good?
Yes.
Okay, he was a cold bass player. You know, I like that. You know, it's interesting because when you have a gift, first of all, I always say this, your gift will make room for you. Your gift will certainly make room for you. And when you are prepared for the opportunities that come up in your life, you're positioned the right way. So obviously, this cold bass player, is that right?
Yes.
Was ready when this opportunity presented itself, and now he's a part of Jazz R Boyz.
Yes.
Is that right? Okay. Now, Brett, there's a second member that's not here.
Yes.
And who was that person?
Boy.
His name is Lawrence Turner.
Boy. Little ball of energy.
A little ball of energy. Lawrence Turner. Yeah, he's not able to be with us today.
No, he's not.
Is he okay?
Yes, he is.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
He's okay. Long as he's good. Long as he's good. Now, you guys are so awesome that you can hold it down even if you're missing a few parts of the element, huh?
Yes.
Yes.
From what I understand. Yeah?
Yes.
We all in agreement?
Of
Yes,
course.
we are.
I like that. Confidence. Confidence. Now tell me, what got you guys interested in jazz music?
Ooh, I think I can answer that.
You can answer that? All right.
Ooh, let's see how I'm going to answer this. So, it was about when I was born, and then I came home, and then the first thing I heard was jazz. Even though I was about maybe 2 months, I think the first thing I heard was jazz. And it was played with my dad.
Really?
And I think it was like George Grover Washington or something.
Grover
like
Washington. You know what? I want you to say what you just said again. And I want you to look into that camera and say what you just said again. Can you do that for me?
Sir, well, it was about when I was 2 months, and my dad played a song by Grover Washington, and it was called Mr. Magic, and I remember that.
One of my favorites.
Yeah, so that's the song that I remembered, and from that day, every night I used to go to bed and just hear jazz.
Wow. Wow. You know what? You just never know what's giving birth to your children when you present certain elements around them. You never know how it can inspire them, motivate them, educate them, and not only that, but mold their future and where they're going in the future. So just by you hearing that jazz, you were inspired as a kid.
Yes, sir, and he was like, I always knew that his favorite instrument was saxophone, because that's basically all he used to listen to, even though like he had Rick Braun and other people he used to listen to, but saxophone was always his dominant instrument, and that would let me to play saxophone
That was always his dad's dominant instrument. Man, you know what's so cool about parenting, man, is that you can influence these kids in so many different ways. And it's amazing how they can pick up on things that are just around them. So it's important that we have the right things around our children to mold them and to point them in the direction that's going to be positive for their lives. I think that's important. Don't you guys agree?
Yes, sir.
All right. I want y'all to give yourselves a round of applause for doing what you're doing. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. And so often we hear in the news about all the kids that are doing bad things, that are always getting in trouble and misbehaving in different ways. So when you get a group of young men together that are doing something positive, not only for themselves, but they're blessing others through the gift that God has given them, I think that deserves a round of applause. So you guys, and let me tell you what's really interesting about Boys R Us, because I have never, this is what's really, what is it?
Jazz R Boyz.
Jazz R, I said Boys R Us like Toys R Us. All right, now I will mess up every now and again, but my boy that corrected me. Jazz R Boyz. And he said it's a common mistake. See that? So you forgive me, huh?
People get it messed up a lot.
Do they get it messed up a lot?
More than they get it right.
They just get it all twisted like I did?
More than they get it right.
Oh, more than they get it right. Okay, see, I feel much better now.
Mr. Anthony Frazier is the only person that really gets it right.
Anthony Frazier gets it right. Now, who is Anthony Frazier?
He is what we call our manager.
What you call your manager / father? Is that right? Look in the camera for me, my man, and say that again so we can hear you real good. Mr. Anthony Frazier is who?
It's like our manager and / father. He does basically everything for us. He gets our shows and gives us the times and everything that we need to do, and gives us directions like a manager does. So
like a manager does. I think that's
right.
good. You know, it always takes an adult to guide kids in the right direction, and when adults are absent from their lives, a lot of times, kids miss out. And so when they, I guess, had Mr. Anthony Frazier, he's kind of helping these kids out a little bit, huh?
Yes, sir, a lot.
A lot, huh? I want to ask you, I'm going to start with you, Prince. Who's one of your favorite jazz musicians?
I have to say the Crusaders.
Really?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay, all right. Now tell me, what is it about the Crusaders that you like?
I like their style of music.
Their style of music?
Yes.
Okay. And what would you call that style? Is it contemporary? Is it old school? What is that?
I think it's a mix of contemporary and old school.
Oh, it's a mix. So would that be considered a fusion? Is that kind of what that is when the different, the fusion?
Yes.
I got to learn a lot more about jazz, but I'm going to learn a lot today, I'm telling y'all now. Because I got Jazz R Boyz on the set. Now, Brett Cole, tell me, who is one of your favorite?
I like to listen to a lot of Clifford Brown.
Clifford Brown. Okay, and what is Clifford Brown style like?
He does more of bebop style.
Really? Bebop?
Yes, sir.
In jazz?
Yes.
Really? Now describe to me bebop.
Bebop is more of a straight-ahead jazz style that's usually up-tempo. It's usually medium to fast-paced and not a lot of swing to it, no. It's mostly straight.
Really? Okay, okay. You know what? I like straight jazz. It's like a good chill-out type of jazz music, as I would certainly call it. Now, what about artists like Kenny G?
Ooh, I'm more of a Kirk Whalum type dude, so I've listened to Kenny G, and I wouldn't consider him more like a jazz artist. I consider him like a person that's like a soul and R&B type person, even though there's no lyrics. He plays like beautiful melodies, but at the same time, he's more towards like the soft song R&B, but he can't play jazz.
But he can play jazz. Okay. Are you familiar with Peter White?
No, not really. I haven't really heard.
I haven't really heard Peter White.
I've heard his name.
David Benoit?
Yes, I heard of him. I've heard of him.
Definitely. Okay. Okay. So, would you say that those are the ones that you would like to maybe mold your careers after?
Yes, actually.
Yes.
I would like to mold my career after him.
So they're good role models for you guys.
Very good.
All right. And you know what? You guys are good role models for the kids that are out there watching this show right now. You know that, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Absolutely. And we're going to find out a little bit more about these role models when we come back in just a moment with more of the Ferrell Phelps Show. You guys stick around. All right?
Sky Trues, custom eyewear, has taken the world by storm. In only 8 months, Sky Trues has gained the eyes of many, including celebs like Big Sean, Little Flip, Destiny's Child, Soulja Boy, just to name a few. Through custom design, Sky Trues can put your imagination on your frames. I bring to you the next big thing in Houston, Sky Trues, created by Golden Boy, the musician, the artist, the entrepreneur, and grassroots marketing genius. Be inspired. Sky Trues, custom designed frames. Sky Trues.
All right, welcome back to this edition of the Ferrell Phelps Show. My wonderful guests are here. For those of you that are just joining us, I have Jazz R Boyz on the set today. Now, you guys are all in school. I know we got to hurry up and get this interview over with so you can get back to bed, huh? Y'all done your homework yet?
No, we're good.
I don't even get homework. Surprised. I'm just as surprised as you are. I'm in 9th grade and I don't get much homework at all.
Really?
But I do learn stuff.
But you learn. As long as you learning.
Yes,
Right?
okay. I love my teacher style. No homework. I like that.
You like that?
I wish I had
That's
that.
amazing.
You can roll with that, huh?
See,
Man,
you go to a charter school. Or,
You know-
no, not a charter school. What's the name of this?
You know what? Speaking of homework, since we talking about school and all that, what's your grades like?
My grades are pretty good. It could be better, but I mean, as long as I think that I'm putting the effort for it, and there's always room for improvement, so.
Okay. Yeah. There's always room for improvement. Always room for improvement. What about yourself, Mr. Brett?
I have pretty good grades, mostly A's and B's.
Mostly A's and B's. All right, and my man?
I also have mostly A's and B's too.
Okay, so I guess it would be fair to say that you guys are all kind of smart.
We're
Yes.
very smart, actually.
Oh,
We're very smart, trust me.
he said, don't get it twisted. We are very smart.
We're very smart.
Very smart. I think that's fantastic because education is certainly the path to your future. You know?
Yeah.
And I told the audience, before we left off, we were going to learn a little bit more about you guys. Now, I understand there is one particular person in the group that actually, I'm not going to say sing, but from what I understand, they sang. There's a difference between singing and singing. If you're in the Baptist church, you know the difference between singing and singing. So when they say you can sing, that means you can tear it up. Am I right? So what I understand is somebody here that can sing. Who is that person? Can you raise your hand? What? What? Prince.
Yes.
Like Prince, like like that?
That's Michael Jackson.
Oh, that's Michael Jackson.
Purple rain. You're looking for purple one.
Man, I'm just what? See, but you know what? Actually, I was trying to trick y'all and see if y'all knew. Okay, I'm lying.
All right.
I was wrong.
Try to skip.
I tried. It just didn't. I just tried to sing. It just didn't work.
Nice try.
Nice try. As long as it was a nice
Hey,
try.
E for effort.
E for effort, huh? I like that. Hands up, man. There we go. There we go. Prince. There we go. Now you know what, Prince. It's a kind of spur of the moment, man. But can you just give me a little acapella?
Yes.
What might you want to do? What song can you give us? Just a little bit of.
Well,
That
since
one right,
it's Christmas time, I'll do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Okay, 'tis the season. There you go.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. They never let poor Rudolph join any reindeer games.
I think that is awesome. And it certainly gets me excited and into the Christmas spirit when I hear young men singing like this here. That is fantastic, man. And you're not even shy about it. You just went straight on into Rudolph. That dude. That is. And you know what? When you can sing without any instruments behind you, just got that a cappella thing going on, that lets folks know you can really tear it up. Yeah. Yeah. So what other type of music do you like to sing besides Rudolph?
Well, I also like to do pop and maybe like some little bit of reggae.
Reggae?
Reggae?
Really? That's
Reggae?
interesting.
I mean, yeah.
What?
Let's see, you know what? That just lets you know. You just don't even know all the talent that all y'all got, because I'm sure he got a little something going on. Mr. Brett might have something going on. You may have, everybody got their own thing and just kind of, you know what I'm saying? So the purpose of the show is to learn. So you just learned something about Mr. Prince there.
Wow.
Reggae. He might just give us an example of that or something. Who knows, huh?
That's why he has.
Yeah, I'm really putting you on the spot now, right? You're like, oh, I don't know about that.
That's why he has dreads.
So tell me this. I'll start with you, Prince. What's in the future for you? How do you see your future?
Well, I'd like to be a very successful musician and actor.
Musician and actor. So are you acting now? Are you?
Well, next year I'm going to be taking acting at my school.
Really?
Yes.
Okay. All right. All right. Yourself?
I really just feel like being the first trumpet player in a top big band. Don't know what's going to be, but that's what I have planned for right now.
Okay. Now you said the first trumpet player.
The trumpet.
The only trumpet.
No, the lead trumpet.
The lead trumpet in a big band?
Yes.
Okay. Now describe to me what a big band is.
Middle schools, high schools, and colleges have them. They're less common professional, but there are some. Usually it's not a combo setting where there's only one of each instrument. There are usually 4 or 5 trumpets, 3 trombones, 2 of each kind of saxes, and a rhythm section.
Okay.
And the lead trumpet player is the one that does all the high screeching.
Okay, and that would be you.
I hope.
I tell you what, we're going to speak that into existence. Does everybody agree right now?
Oh, yeah.
And if the word of God say like 2 or 3 touch and agree, right?
Yeah.
All right, so right now we touching and agreeing on that for you and also for you, Mr. Prince. And now, Mr. Christian.
Yes, sir.
Talk to me.
Let's see, where I see myself in the future is more as I really like cars. I like dealing with cars, so automotive engineering is what I'm headed to. But
okay.
If that's not where I'm supposed to be, I was going to go to neurology and study the brain. And if that don't work out, I guess I'm being a musician. So.
Okay, all right. Well, he got several things and possibilities, There you go. And you know what? One of the things that I found very important to learn in life is that it's good to be multifaceted. God gives us the ability and the talents in so many different areas, but a lot of times we live our lives just doing one particular thing. But I think it's great when you can expand upon the different gifts and talents that you have, and whatever it is that you decide to do, be it automotive engineering, be it the main man with doing what you do, singing, or whatever that is. So I think that's very important. Now, do you guys all go to the same school?
No. Whoa.
So all 3 different schools, or
Yes.
All 3 very different schools, far away, far away.
so y'all aren't like neighbors and all that kind of stuff?
No, I'm on the south side of Houston, like the south, southeast side.
Southeast side? And what about yourself?
No, west.
West side, southwest side.
Southwest.
Okay.
I'm early into downtown Houston.
Into downtown Houston?
Yeah.
Okay.
I live in Southeast Houston.
Southeast Houston. So I guess it's important to have the parents to bring you guys together to do your practices and things like that. Do y'all practice weekly or once a month? How do you guys practice?
Whenever there's a chance.
Usually.
Whenever there's a chance.
Usually weekly though.
Really?
Yeah, most likely.
Wow. That's a pretty huge sacrifice, huh? Do you miss out on having fun with your friends and that type of thing?
4 years.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially because it's a Saturday.
You practice on
Yes.
Saturdays.
Yes.
Okay. And that's another thing that I've learned too. Sacrifice is very important for you to become successful. A lot of times we don't want to sacrifice the things that we have to sacrifice, but anybody that you know who is very successful, let's sacrifice something. I go back to my Destiny's Child days. I knew them from the very beginning, and I used to be with them at various times. They would sacrifice time with their friends to practice and to run around the bayou and all this stuff to get their wind up. They couldn't go to prom. They missed that. They missed graduations. All this stuff. But it was a part of their sacrifice because they had an ultimate goal for where they wanted to be in life. And today, all those girls are very successful in their own genre in whatever it is that they're doing. So it's good that you guys are able to sacrifice. And I'm very excited about that. And I'm even more excited, actually, to hear these guys play. And I know you guys are going to be truly blessed to hear them play in just a moment. So I want y'all to stick around. Don't go away. You're going to be very, very happy you stayed here with the Ferrell Phelps Show. All right, we'll be back in just a moment. All right, welcome back. Jazz R Boyz as they present to us Silent Night.
Dashing through the snow in a one-horse open sleigh. Of the fields we go, laughing all the way. Bells on belltops ring, making spirits bright. The fun it is to ride and sing a sleighing song tonight. Oh, jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
2. 1, 2. 1, 2.
This group was hot. Jazz R Boyz. No. Just playing Jazz R Boyz. These guys were off the chain. You guys did a phenomenal job. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition of the Ferrell Phelps Show. I'm sure all you guys enjoyed it. Absolutely, man. I know your futures are very bright. Thank you again. And guess what? If you want to find out more about the show, you can find out about us for Let's Talk About It 12TV at gmail.com. That's Let's Talk About It 12TV at gmail.com. I want to tell you guys something. The ages of these guys range from...
Oh, I'm 14 and... Yeah.
14? Are you the oldest or the youngest?
I'm the middle.
In the middle, all right.
Second
I'm
oldest.
15?
11, about to be 12.
11, about to be
And the
12.
two that are missing is 11 and 13.
What a talented group of young men. Thank you so much for joining us on this edition.